The Wind and the Sun. The wind and the sun were always squabbling.
"I can outshine you,"
said Sun. Said Wind. Then a shepherd passed by, wrapped up against the cold in a great cloak.
All right,"
said Sun.
"Let's settle this once and for all. Whichever of us can somehow part this shepherd from his cloak is the stronger. Agreed?"
Easy, said Wind. Watch this. He took a deep breath and blew with all his might. The shepherd felt his cloak whipping about him and just pulled it tighter. The more wind blew, the tighter the shepherd clung onto his cloak, because he wanted to keep warm and did not want to lose it. No matter how hard wind blew, he could not part the shepherd from his cloak.
My turn,
said Sun.
Watch this.
And with that, she shone down on the shepherd with all her might. Feeling the sudden warmth, the shepherd loosened his cloak. As he walked on, he became hotter and hotter under the burning sun. I can't go on in this heat, he said. So he threw his cloak aside and sat down in the shade of a spreading oak tree.
Well,
said the sun, smiling. Puff, snorted Wind. Phew, said the shepherd. It's a glorious summer's day. Well, I think we can definitely chalk that up as a victory for the sun. This time, at least. An absolute classic Aesop fable, that one. One of the very first that I remember hearing as a child, one that always stuck with me for some reason. I've been enjoying adding my own little touches here and there to some of the stories as we've been going along, and that one, as simple as they all are, it was really a lot of fun to narrate for you, so I hope you enjoyed it. Certainly a much lighter story than the one that we had yesterday. It seemed to distress a few of you, and I'm not surprised, to be honest. The poor old goose that laid the golden eggs. Thank you for all your comments on that one. The lessons did seem to be rather plain. As Ms. Leanite put it, all the silly fool had to do was be patient and grateful, rather than greedy and violent. Ugh. Absolutely. That fable is often used in very literal fiscal circumstances, that one should be patient and nurture an investment and not take dangerous risks that could lead to you losing your entire fortune. But I feel, as with many of these, you could apply the message to other circumstances as well. As a couple of you said, it certainly had a similar theme to the dog and his bone. Value what you have, don't take things for granted, don't be greedy, and don't be selfish. The farmer could have had a nest egg to last him a lifetime, perhaps even generations of his to come. Perhaps he could have shared it with his neighbours. Where was the community spirit? He was completely blinded by greed and perhaps a lust for power. Kirsten said, "The moral is to be grateful for the good things in your life and to patiently let them unfold in their own time." And this is what I mean, that it could apply to other settings as well. Perhaps with love and relationships, learning a new skill or trade, or just to working on oneself. Some things that take a lot of work, a lot of time, may have trials and tribulations, can be the most rewarding in the long run. I'm really enjoying these stimulating little reflections on each of the stories as well. I think it's quite rewarding to ponder on each one as we go along before settling in to the next. You take care now. Stay foxy. And I'll read to you soon.